What's up? We're
What
live.
up?
Welcome
We
to
are
Tuesday.
live.
Tuesday Talk. What's up, folks? I don't know who's
Miss
still here.
Wendy.
Hey, Wendy. Wendy.
Miss Wendy's the first one here. Give that woman a cookie.
Give her a cookie. No cookies here.
Oh,
You got Cheetos, so.
Those aren't as good as cookies, though. I'm
That's
sorry,
true.
Miss Wendy. Tried to score you a cookie.
No cookies. No cookies. Not yet. I can go make some.
Yeah.
All you, Ryan. I'll go get some cookies made.
All right, sweet. Bye-bye.
Hey, Roger. Roger. Well, we may
All right.
have a guest on tonight if he shows.
Yep, homie Juan Kenobi.
So if you're out there listening to Obi-Wan Kenobi, you were supposed to be here tonight. Just show up.
Yep. Well,
Don't play around, man.
you missed an opportunity there, Ghost. You should have used a Star Wars line. Help me, homie Juan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
No, I'm not good at that stuff. You know, it's pretty sad. I've seen so many movies in my life, and so many times too. You know, replayed so many times. You would think I know something. Now I'm sitting in front of the movie. I'm rattling lines off right, left, and right. But as soon as I walk away, it's like,
All right.
just certain ones will stick with me every so often.
If I keep smoking these, I'm going to sound like General Grievous. I'll be like, General Kenobi.
It's a trap.
Mm-hmm.
It's a trap.
Yep.
No, this show is a trap. You know that, right? Gemma's
Oh, yeah.
got trapped here.
Yep,
So
pretty much.
watching Gemma, you got a trap, man. What are you doing, woman? Come on, man. You got a trap. Luke here is getting anxious, and I'm getting bored.
Oh, hey now. That was mean.
I love her. She does it.
That was uncalled for, sir.
No, it was all good fun. I think I'm in the kingdom of the planet of the Bigfoots.
Or the apes, I guess.
Yeah. The kingdom.
Those are
I started to watch it, didn't get to finish. I got halfway through it.
the new one.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's beautiful. They could have used some work. They could have. You could tell it's like a third one. You know,
Yeah.
You can tell they're like stretching it out now. Then there's so many directions they can go in, but in long run, yeah, I think they kind of rushed the script a little bit. Try to, even though it took a while for it to get out, but what takes it so long to come out is the CGI and all the stuff they do is where all the length of it. That's why those movies take so long to come out.
I don't like the new
It's
one.
beautiful. I mean, I watch those movies. I'm just impressed with way it looks. I'm just like,
I don't like the new ones. I prefer the old classics with Roddy McDowell in there, man. Those were better.
That's because they were in the suits.
Yeah.
And it made them more human, even more.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I get that. See, because I'm used to. You remember the TV show?
Of course. Yeah.
Oh man,
Absolutely.
I bring up the TV show, and people go, "There was a TV show." I'd always look at them and say, "Man, there was a TV show for just about everything at one point."
Yep. There sure was.
So, but yeah, we got 5 watching, and a whole lot of fun. Wendy came into a bunch of kiddies down and left.
Who's spying on us and not talking? Don't be shy.
I think the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is coming out on DVD next month. Yeah, it's already in streaming now, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get your copy of
Minus one?
-1?
Oh yeah. I don't miss out on that stuff.
Yeah, I got to get mine.
Definitely
ordered.
not.
I have to wait to payday. So
There you go. Well,
but
better
I'm
late
getting
than
that
never.
big box set. You know, I got to have that big box set.
Yes.
You got to have that big box set. Did you see the? That was it. I think it's a 2-foot Godzilla they have out toy now.
Which one? There's a lot of them. So
The big one, the really huge one.
yeah, there's a lot of them though, because X Plus.
Yeah, no, but I mean, there's 2 new ones out from 2 of the major toy people.
I don't know.
I'll tell you what. I'll drop you a link. I'll go get it here in a little bit. I watched this guy, Monster Island Buddies.
Oh yeah, it's a great show.
Dude, he had him on. He had a bunch of them on there the other day, and I was like, "Yeah, I've been watching."
Whoa.
Him for a while.
Oh, the Jack Pacific Godzilla. Yeah, actually, I have that somewhere. I have it in my closet. So,
but he's Oh, the older they're coming out with a bigger one, a new one for the new.
A huge one.
Yeah, that should be cool.
Mm-hmm.
You put that. I'd be too busy playing with out in the front yard. Look, I got Bat Godzilla walking down the street.
There you go. That's the only way to do it.
Get down the street on a leash. Come screw with me. I got Godzilla.
That's awesome.
Hey, John P., what's up?
What's up, John?
There's another one that's everywhere. Sometimes I go into places and it's like these people show up everywhere.
Uh-huh.
That's good.
Agreed.
Much love to you too, man. Yeah, we're just hanging out. We're waiting to see if somebody shows up.
Yeah.
Been hearing about a Chewy story for some time now.
Yeah, he's not here yet.
Yeah, I'm surprised too.
He's so excited.
He might be working now.
Oh.
You know him. He likes to work. He's working constantly. He's working while he watches us a lot of times.
Uh-huh. Yep, Roger, I remember that cartoon. I do.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
And guess who did the artwork for that?
Wasn't it Hanna-Barbera? Yeah. Yep.
And I did almost everything. They pretty much controlled cartoons there for a while.
More or less.
Warner.
They did a Godzilla cartoon too during the 80s. Uh-huh.
Yep. You have those on DVD or VHS?
I got them on DVD.
Do you really? Would you get them at?
Yeah. I got them at Suncoast years ago.
I'll probably get a copy. We have a toy show that's coming. I think it's coming in a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
And it's down south of us in Xenia, Ohio.
Right.
And it's on the fairgrounds, and it's 7 buildings.
Whoa.
And everybody says they're packed. And they have a building that is, I guess, nothing but Godzilla stuff.
Ooh.
Last time they said there was a building, it was nothing but like foreign toys and Godzilla stuff.
Nice.
So they must have had a like international building where you go, where people collect international stuff.
That's
somebody
cool.
said there was tons of Godzilla stuff.
Very nice. I'd love to see that. I'd
like to go see if I can find some of the stuff I had to sell.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, some of the stuff that I had to sell.
That stuff is going for a lot of green right now, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
it's hard to be a collector nowadays. It's
they
really hard.
Say he's back.
Mm-hmm.
Godzilla's back.
Yep.
And he brought an ape with him.
Yeah. Godzilla was never back. He never left.
Oh, you got him on DVD? The TVC is really nice. Hey, Ashley. But yeah, I loved the cartoons. The Godzilla cartoon I loved. I was a cartoon guy. I'm still a cartoon guy.
Yeah, so am I.
Somebody will text me in the middle of the night and go, "What are you doing?" I'm watching Looney Tunes. Or Superman or Batman, one of the animated series.
Ooh, Batman animated series was great. Batman was the best.
Superman's not. Nobody talks about the Superman animated series, but it was good too. I mean,
it was good, but it was nowhere near as good as
Batman. But it was good. And then when they did the Batman Superman hour, and then started entwining them, and then it led you right into the Justice League, and then the Justice League Unlimited. I mean, they could have gone on and on and on if they really wanted to.
Yeah, but the Batman animated series was the best. That was the best cartoon right there.
I won I won a contest. You remember those kids clubs on TV?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Giles was too young to enter, so I entered for him.
Yeah.
At the end of one of the last Batman animated cartoons, the one with Dick Grayson graduates at the end.
Yep.
Right before Dick Grayson, they say Steve Davis.
Nice.
I was supposed to win a bunch of toys, but apparently I missed the email.
Oh, no.
I lost out on a bunch of collector shit. I was so pissed, but at least I made it in the cartoon.
That's cool, though. That's awesome.
Yeah, Giles is so pissed. He goes, "I knew you should have used my name."
I'm low-key jealous.
Dude, I lost out on all the toys. I was so pissed. It was a bunch of cool, movie stuff.
That's awesome. That's cool, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm jealous, but
Yeah, so when you watch that and you see that at the end when he graduates, he'll say Stephen Davis. It's me.
That's cool. That's awesome.
I was so pretty cool. But I lost out on all the toys. I was so bummed. It was like Because that's too late to claim toys now. And I'm like, oh, man.
Oh. That's
so they got lucky there. So
I
hope some runner-up got them, you know.
Well, I'm sure they did.
Because, it was my fault. I didn't think I'd win. And then I get to see me, hey, you're going to be on this cartoon. Blah, 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 blah. You didn't claim your toys. You had this much time to claim your toys. You must not have got the email.
Well,
what?
At least you got your name in there, though. That's cool.
Yeah. This is funny
That's
crap.
awesome.
I laugh every time I watch it. It's like, I cuss, too. I get mad. Like, oh, there's toys. Because some of that stuff is worth money now.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Sure is.
Hey, Wendy, there she is. She came back. I got the Justice League. Yeah, they're great cartoons. Batman Beyond. I loved it.
We need a live-action Batman Beyond. They need to make a movie of that. That was such a great
That
cartoon.
would be so good. Who would you have play McGinnis?
I don't know. Maybe the guy from Supernatural.
Oh, you're in Wisconsin.
Nice.
Sorry, Ryan.
I think I'd have one of the guys from Supernatural play that guy and then have Michael Keaton play the old Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, that's what we were talking to. Me and Giles talk about that all the time. Who would be that?
It would have been kind of cool to have Kevin Conroy as the older Bruce Wayne. I mean, he was the voice for Batman, but...
And he would have done a great job. He didn't do too bad in WB. They kind of made him kind of crouchy and mean in that one.
Well, that's following the comics, though.
The Arrow universe crap.
But that's following the Batman comic books, though, because Batman is a crotchety, grumpy bastard.
Yes, he is. He is a mean old...
Yeah, he's not a happy guy. Yeah, he's not happy at all. He's not happy about it. So
how's Wisconsin there, Slow? I got a cough. Hold on. I don't want to be rude.
All right. Yeah, slow motion. Any pictures of the Beast of Bray Road yet?
When'd you get there? That's the question. How long have you been there? Did you have a good flight? I hope you didn't take a Boeing.
Uh-oh. Why?
The Boeings are falling apart in the air.
All the more reason to be afraid of flying. Thanks, Ghost.
Yes, it is. They're literally falling apart on people. Not just Boeing either.
So I don't like to fly. This is why I hate flying.
Hot and with extra cheese. Yeah, you're in Wisconsin. There's a lot of cheese there. A lot of melty cheese because it is pretty toasty up there now.
Yeah.
You guys are getting. We're actually cooling off. We got up to 90 today, and we're supposed to chill out in the 80s the next couple of days. So that's good.
You guys suck. You guys suck. We're 97 right now.
It'll be even better because there'll be no humidity. Oh, it sucks when there's 60 degrees outside and the humidity is so bad and you still sweat.
Yeah, I bet.
So
it's 97 here.
60 degrees. It's 60 degrees. And that desert air at night is cold, from what I've been told.
It can be. Yeah, Wendy, I don't think I'll ever fly again, man.
I won't fly. If I can drive it, I'm going to drive. Now, if things don't happen after Pop leaves and I join the monastery, it's a 20-hour flight.
Whoa. That's too long of a flight, man. 20 hours on a plane? No.
Where I'm going, it's going to be totally worth it. It's just them keeping me knocked out so I don't do this in the air.
Yeah, but no, 20 hours on a plane, there's no way I could do it. There's absolutely no way. No way.
I'd be terrified. It was 18 hours. And they hated me. They hated me because every time I fell asleep, I started rocking and all the passengers started complaining. They're rocking the whole damn plane. Just like I heard in the car. Exactly, Gus. It was 97 today with 52% humidity. Misery. Yes, it is misery. Yep. When it's over 40%, well, anything over 50 sucks in humidity here. You just might as well just take a sponge with you outside and just sponge yourself off every 5 minutes. Not even that sometimes.
Yeah, more or less.
It literally sucks it right out of you. Yeah, 101 there, Jim. What was it for you guys?
It was 97 today. It's 97 right now.
That's not bad for you guys, though. That's actually kind of a break.
It didn't feel like much of a break, man. It still was sweltering.
I know, but still, it's still a break.
Yeah.
Because then you guys get into the triple digits. I mean,
Oh yeah, it's coming. It's definitely coming.
the ocean has it out for you. Now I'd take a boat. I wouldn't mind boating. The only problem is the only problem I really have about the ocean is once you get out there in the deep stuff, you don't know what's underneath you.
Nope. Nope, you
I've
do
seen
not.
too many Godzilla movies, and one movie, what's that movie? Deep Rising, where the anemone comes up out of the bottom of the ocean and eats that whole boat, man. It's like, nope. I'll pass.
I don't mind the water. I like the water
I
better
don't mind
than
the water. I love the water.
Mhm.
It's just what's underneath you can't see. Bothers me.
Dude, I would be the one guy that if Godzilla emerged from the ocean, I'd be cheering him on.
Oh, if it was Godzilla, that'd be different. I'd be like, can I have a ride?
Like, yes.
I'd get a little radiation burn. That's okay. I'll take the risk.
What's up, Bat Mom?
Hey, Bat Mom. Hello, everybody. You know, I never really said hello to everybody, so let me do that now. We'll just go up and work from the bottom up. Bat Mom, Life with Bobby, Wendy, Ashley, Jim. Hey, Jim. Roger, Slow Motion. He's in Wisconsin.
Ooh.
Boo. Green Bay sucks. No, just kidding. I'm wearing my Browns like I'm any better. John, the Avengers. Hello, everybody. Just trying to waste time. We're waiting to see if Mr. Juan shows up.
Yep.
If not, we'll just hang around for a little bit and then we'll go about our merry way.
There you go.
Everybody get an early night. We were planning on doing Flatwood Monsters tonight, but Juan said he'd be here. So
Yeah.
Juan's not here.
Yep.
I'm
There's
just
no
gonna have to catch you next time and give him my email address and tell him to just email.
Yeah.
I don't know if he does Facebook or anything.
I don't think he does. I'm pretty sure if he did,
a lot of people don't. The only reason I do it is because Gemma.
Yep.
And I have fun with a few people here. But I like all the pictures I get, you know, all the dragon stuff and I put up is from Facebook.
Yeah. There you go.
So plus I like the ones where they post furniture. There is some cool furniture out there. And the AI furniture they do.
I'm anti-AI though. I don't like AI.
I am too, to a point. There is some kind of cool stuff, but it does take away from the imagination.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm creating it. I'm telling AR what to do. No, but AI is doing all the work. It's the one that's really being creative.
Right.
You just give it a bunch of call words to get it to trigger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, somewhere John Connor is watching us use AI and he's not approving of this.
I got to get the robot back.
Mm-hmm.
I need my T-1000.
Oh man, I would never screw with the T-1000. No way, no how. Nope.
You heard they're going to make a King Conan movie, right?
Yeah. Yep.
A lot of people didn't know that. I didn't know until about a month ago.
I'm excited.
I'm excited because when they show him at the end of that movie, sitting on that throne, I honestly was like, that would be an awesome. I read all those books. I'm a Conan fan, so I've read all those books. And,
oh yeah. Conan was great reading, dude.
Oh yeah, and so it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna get King Conan, and it never happened. Never got that second one. It was like,
Conan Destroyer. I thought it was okay. I thought Conan
was all right. I mean, for the time, it was fine.
Mm-hmm.
They tried to get a little more fantasy with it.
I like the wizard. Though. The wizard was cool. You
can't beat James Earl Jones in that first one.
Nope. Nope. You definitely cannot. James Earl Jones is great in everything he does.
Yeah, that voice.
Oh, he's
a hoot now. He's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I think the age caught up with him or something because he's hilarious now.
Mm-hmm. He's not doing the voice of Darth Vader anymore, though. He retired from doing. It's a shame.
Yeah, he probably said enough. You know, they get tired of that stuff too.
Yeah, but that Vader's voice is his voice. It's like you can't replace James Earl Jones. That is Vader's voice.
You can fake it all you want, but
yep, that is James Earl Jones' character right there. Yep,
that personality's not in there.
No, or the afflictions. He had certain afflictions when Vader said certain words that it was just like, oh, yes. So
chat. But shaking the night, shenanigans, just shenanigans.
nope, just tomfoolery, no shenanigans.
Well, we could talk about the subject at hand, but I really didn't want to get political tonight. We got a little political Saturday night too.
I'm avoiding any political topics at all. That is a way to start an argument, and I'm not about it.
Yeah, that's
sorry.
I totally agree.
Mm-hmm.
I cloned my voice. It's a southern accent. I cloned my voice. That's funny.
You
Go Badgers.
Miss Wendy?
The Badgers. The Badgers. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm a poor old Browns fan.
Oh,
Dreaming on a dream that Bernie Kosar died. I was kind of bummed by that, but
that
he was
sucked.
pretty bad off.
Yeah,
he passed.
A lot of people are dying, man. We lost Shelley Duvall, so Richard Simmons.
Who else? We've lost a whole bunch of them.
Richard Simmons, Shelley Duvall, all in 1 week too. It was one right after the other.
Yeah, it was like, well, if you notice that it happens like in threes, it's like 1, 2, 3.
But there was four though.
1, 2,
there was
3.
4 of them though. 4 this week.
Yeah, there was 4 of them this time, wasn't there? Yeah. I saw one where it said Chuck Norris passed, and I'm like, that guy's not going to go anywhere.
No, he's not.
No, never. But yeah, Juan, where are you? We're playing this night for you, bud.
Yeah, bub, you better show up soon.
You better show up, man. He's hiding in a corner somewhere. They got me scared now.
Probably.
Maybe Chewy took him off somewhere.
Nah, he's sitting there going, I'm going to make him sweat it for a bit. I'm going to hang back.
Yeah, probably. He'll show up in the last 5 minutes.
Probably.
I'm here.
Yeah,
That's all right. I should have tried to reach out to him before we left that day and got his email or something.
Yeah, I don't know how to get a hold of him, to be honest with you.
Well, my email's public. I mean, it's in my, if you just click on that Steve Davis and go to my YouTube page and hit, what is it, that about section?
Okay.
My email's right there.
Okay. Well, I don't know then.
A lot of people don't know that too either. So, but yeah, I should have gave him made sure he had my email.
Yeah, that would have been
That's all right. We'll just have a casual night tonight, and then, I guess Thursday we'll have Chris, the paranormal guy, is going to be on with us.
Sweet.
Thursday night.
Okay.
And then next Tuesday we'll talk about Flatwoods Monster. And then Pixie should be on that following Thursday. If not, we get a night off.
Okay.
And then the following Thursday, if you want to have somebody on, let's do that.
Okay. Sounds good.
And we can make like Thursday night guest night until Gemma comes back. Let's just save some of the good ones for Gemma. Because I want her to be here for some of those good ones.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Unless we can work it out where she can show up.
There's that too. That's an option. Yeah.
I don't think you can make any promises in that department, but you never know.
I just work here, man. I don't know.
I do too. That's what it sounds like to me in the background. I just work here. I'm just the secretary and the butler. And
See?
Juan, where are you? Jim's calling out for him. Maybe if we say his name 3 times like we do with Edna, he'll show up.
Careful, man. He might be like the Candy Man. You say his name too many times and we're in trouble.
He does play around with some pretty wicked tools working on trucks and stuff, so
it
might not be a good idea. He'll wrench you to death. Look, when I lived in Florida, I worked in in the hospital, administrations in the hospital, admissions in the hospital. I had to work hard at and then NCACs, and I did it till I moved back. You know what's funny is I go someplace, somebody immediately goes, "You're from Ohio, aren't you?"
Really?
Yeah, we have problems with R's and WRs and the way we talk. I don't know. Well, I've actually had strange people come up and go, "I bet you're from Ohio," and I'm like, "What?" We are wonderfully weird, though. So
yeah,
when we make the news, it's usually something. It's not like Florida.
No.
Everyone tries to make us up like Florida. A lot of people in Michigan and up in Wisconsin and Minnesota try to make us off like we're Florida, but we're not. It's just when things happen here, It's so freaky and so goofy and so stupid.
Yeah.
It makes the news. I'm just chatting with Batmom. Hey, that's fine. Just chat with her. Fine. Be like, wait, don't care about the people who are on the damn screen. No,
Yeah, don't talk to us and Miss Wendy. We don't want to talk to you anyway.
yeah, I know he looks around sometimes. He wanted to tell the story. I even told him last. What was he here? Wednesday night? Yeah, he was here Wednesday night.
Yeah.
I told him, hey, be here. That's
Maybe
all right. That's right. I know he does a lot of work. So, money comes first. That's the way I'll call it. If you're working, and that comes first.
Yep, 100%.
Because the way it is right now, you make every penny you can get.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
also true.
So what's the main plans for everybody this week? Now, we do have me tomorrow night at midnight. Us Thursday night with Chris, the paranormal guy. Good old Jim will be back Friday night.
Okay.
For oracles at 7:15. Then I should be here Saturday night for Gemma's replays.
Okay.
And
very cool.
I just play along with those nights because I know there's another couple people that stream at the same time as me. So
right.
No, and it's amazing. People come and at least watch the video with me. And then I kind of thin out again, but just fine. That's awesome. I think people at least come in and say hi and stuff is awesome. I don't look for big crowds. I really don't.
Well, big crowds can be a pain in the butt sometimes.
Yeah. Ghost, I didn't mean that. You're fine. I'm just picking on you. Like I come into chats and other people's chats all the time and talk to a bunch of people and I don't even pay attention to what's going on in the stream.
Me
you
too.
Get on that conversation and you get going.
Yep.
Hey, it's cool. It's cool. I usually ghost a lot though. That's why I don't go in. I only talk in the stream if I haven't said anything for a while, like Moggs. I'll watch his stream a lot and not say a word.
There you go.
In the background. And then some days I'll go in and say hi, just to let them know I'm around.
We got to get Moggs on here. Moggs has to come up.
Yes. So. Yes, that's one of the people I'd like to get on. He said he'd come on. Him and
that's Wendy. Duke is down there.
Right there.
See him?
Yep.
Right there.
He's laying low.
Yeah.
Because it's cooler on the floor, probably.
No, he was nervous because they were working on the air conditioning units here. He doesn't like that they go up on the roof, so that's his little safety.
Yeah, that freaks you out above him.
So yeah, he's on his bed. He's asleep. He knows we're talking about him. He's asleep.
There's one buddy. Steal his Cheetos for me, Duke. Get his Cheetos.
He already did. He already got some today, so don't give him bad ideas.
It's pretty bad because my dad's got my dog eating Cheez-Its. What's that? My dog. It's Giles's dog.
Nice.
Well, actually, it started when Giles lived with a guy, a friend of his, and he had his dad there. And his dad was feeding him Cheez-Its. And then he come here, or my dad likes Cheez-Its too. Next thing I know, I come out there and there's dad feeding him Cheez-Its. I'm like, dude.
That's funny.
It's funny because it's during the day, he's dad's dog. At night, when Giles comes home, he's Giles' dog. And I'm just the guy in the middle that I get attention when nobody else is paying attention to him. He'll come in and go, nobody likes me.
That's funny.
Feed me. Nobody's fed me for days.
That's funny.
Hey, man. How you feeling tonight, sweetie? Tonight's Ramble night, I guess, since Juan blew us off. That's why I'll give him a hard time next time.
Yep, we'll have to tease him about it.
That's all right. And then he'll come in while we're talking about the Flatwoods Monster and go, hey, I wanted to talk.
Yeah, I want to tell you my Chewy story.
Yeah. I hope you are good at it. Now, you've been on my mind a lot lately with Lotus and Cindy Lee. So, Edna, he says Wisconsin. Slow motion's in Wisconsin. He's going to steal you a bunch of cheese.
Steal us the Beast of Bray Road. I need it.
What?
I need to have Slow-Mo steal the Beast of Bray Road for me. Smuggle it back.
You need to get your phone slow and go there for a night. Talk them into taking you there for a couple nights. See what we can find.
Yep.
We'll live stream it through here.
There you go. There you go. That'd be cool.
Huh?
That'd be pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah, it would. I was thinking about live streaming down in the cemetery. If I can get
You
a good
should.
signal, I was thinking about it.
You should. I think that'd be really cool.
Well, I'm going to stream. I got a bunch of kindling out back. I'm getting ready to burn as soon as we get the okay to burn again. It's real dry. I don't want to cause a fire. I'm in a neighborhood.
No.
A lot of trees. So, but I'm going to go out and do a campfire Wednesday night, just sit out there and talk and burn like, a lot of these guys do when they're hot squatching. Except the cemetery would be behind me. I'll be sitting where the cemetery is only 3 houses away. It's right. You can see it from my backyard.
Definitely do that. That'd be fun. I think a lot of people would like that.
Yeah, I was going to do it last year, but ever since the fire, things have been nuts.
Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be. I understand.
Oh, yeah. Don't know. I'm brave enough to burn all night. Oh, do it. Just do it.
You got to be careful, though. I think some of Bray Road is private property nowadays.
I believe it is, isn't it? I believe it is. I'll have to look it up. Yeah, I think it is now.
Yeah, you can't just stroll
both sides of the road's definitely is private now.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I guess we'll have to talk about that one time too, huh?
Yes.
We'll make that coming up within the next 3. So, Flatwoods Monster. Then I actually got it written down in the book this time. After Flatwoods Monster, the Hobsonville Goblins. Then we're going to talk about sea monsters, but we can talk about Bray Road first, then talk about sea monsters.
Okay. All right. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of stuff on the Beast of Bray Road, so.
There's all kinds of stuff out there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of it.
Yes. That's good because I can come in maybe a little more from hands. Sometimes I don't feel like I do you justice.
Oh, that's okay. Sometime we got to talk about the Rougarou, though. We got to focus on the Rougarou. That'd be
yes. Her mom wants to know when we do that talk. Okay. So we can actually have that coming up real soon because I do have it written down.
Yeah, I definitely think we should do that
soon.
One.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, you probably a little more about that than I do. I know some stuff, some of the basics, but that's it.
I grew up on that stuff. You remember my dad used to tell me about that all the time. Yep.
So, yeah, I think we do that for her mom because she cracks me up every time she tells me that story.
Yeah, those were campfire stories growing up when I was a kid. My dad used to tell it to me. My uncle had that Cajun accent, so it was even cooler when he was telling the story.
Creepier too, I bet. Oh,
talking about the Rougarou. It's like, damn. Yep.
That's like my family. Mine were ghost stories.
Yep.
A lot of stories about the Fae.
Ooh.
People, fairies, and a lot of stories about, believe it or not, paracrawlers.
Mm-hmm.
Not very Bigfoot stories, just stories. Really? They allude to Bigfoot, but they don't say Bigfoot.
Those are the best kind of stories when they don't say Bigfoot specifically, but they're
you get by the vibe of the story. That's what they're talking about.
Yeah, those are the best kind of stories right there. Those are like, ooh.
Well, there was a few of those.
Yeah, they get spooky. Some of those stories are really spooky stuff, man.
There's a few face stories. I'm trying to write them down now. I'm trying to remember. I want to get them right.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of his family's gone. That are real creepy too.
I bet. The fake can be a creepy subject though. Period. Just hands down.
I'm pretty sure at one point we probably would have lost if they weren't smart. And if they were smart. Thank God they were smart as they were then, because I think if they would have played along, we would have lost. I would have lost 2 cousins. I would have probably never met them.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a creepy story.
You're gonna have to tell me that story.
Yeah, I may do that one on a Wednesday night too, though.
You need to do that. That would be freaking awesome.
Yeah, it is a creepy one. Yeah, 2 of my cousins almost disappeared forever. They literally lost them for like 24 hours. They still to this day just tell the wildest story. It's creepy. Has to do with the old lady gnome.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So they think she was a witch too. Well, that's what they put it off as. But they say she was only like 2 feet tall.
Wow. That's okay. That's spooky stuff.
Yeah, and it's creepy how they tell. And I wish they were both still alive.
Mm-hmm.
They're both health reasons. They were big people. Just put it that way. They were big.
That
people.
happens, and that happens.
But when they told the story, man, it there's some parts in there that just makes your bones chill. I'm like,
okay,
I hope I can remember all that someday.
Now I need to hear these stories really soon.
Yeah, I'm trying to write them down because I remembered some of it. Actually, Dad brought up one of them not too long ago, and then it made me think about this one. And it's like, and I asked him about this one. He goes, "Oh, we don't talk about that one."
Oh, really? I'm intrigued.
See, he doesn't believe in that stuff. He'll believe in UFOs before he'll believe in that stuff. Now, he's a Bigfoot guy, too. But he says, I ran along those mountains along Chillicothe, Tecumseh, all that. I never saw Bigfoot. I mean, we literally lived in those things, in those woods, in those mountainsides. And I'm like, Dad, you're the one he saw you before you saw him.
A lot of people say that they were in the woods and they didn't see anything. And it's like, that doesn't mean that Bigfoot's not real.
No,
you didn't see
right.
one. That's all
but
that.
When I told him, I said, there's a big chance that he saw you before you saw him. It's more than likely what happened. He kind of changes his tone a little bit.
Does he?
Yeah.
There you go.
It makes him stop to think, well, he's probably right. I mean, they go down there. This farmers used to grow pumpkins and watermelon along those creek banks, and they'd go down there and steal watermelon. Oh, yeah. And they always said there was footprints down there, bigger than they just figured it was a big guy.
Okay. Well, and
you can see where it's gone along and took a bunch of watermelons. You can tell when they've been plucked off and pulled around.
Yep.
So he says, I knew somebody was stealing them too. I'm like, that's probably Bigfoot. Yeah. Yeah. I'd say that's accurate. Grassman, they called him Grassman down there.
Mm-hmm. I love how Bigfoot has so many different names.
Oh, he does too. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I think he has the most names out of any cryptid, man. Like, he's got just like a list that goes on and on and on and on of all the different names that Bigfoot's been called.
You figured too, he's in different countries. Everybody thinks, oh, he's just North America. And it's like, no, man, they see him down in Brazil, in South America. They see him in Africa. They've seen him in England and Great Britain and the Isles. Yep. All along the Russian and China see him. Yep. The Middle East sees a version, I guess, too. So, yep. I don't know. That's interesting to know because you think Bigfoot, you think woods and mountains. Yeah. But, there they'd be more like a cave troll, wouldn't they? Because it's sandy and it's not a lot of vegetation. But the story of the trolls, though, it had to start somewhere, so maybe they saw Bigfoot, they didn't know what to call it, said, hey, it's a troll, so it's really hard to say. So could that redhead giant, those rangers killed, could that have been actually a Bigfoot? I don't think so. I think in that case, because it's, it had the red hair, the square teeth, it had the 6 fingers and 6 toes. Yep. Yeah, it's giant. Oh yeah, that's a giant. That's not. And the redhead ones have been reported there for a long time, hiding in those caves. So I kind of believe that story. There's a number of guys that Dad talked to that's still stay pretty active, even though they're in their 90s. That he talks about the bets. And I brought it one day when a bunch of them were sitting there. And the one guy, I guess, he's 94. Wow. That's what he said. And he stayed semi-active up until he was 85. Wow. Working in offices. Impressive. He's kind of like what my ex used to do. Her grandfather worked. He was a colonel of the Signal Corps. So all the people that blocked out stuff, that's what Signal Corps is your encryption and all that crap, all your top secret stuff. Yep. But this guy was talking. I go, so what do you guys think about this giant they supposedly killed in Afghanistan? And the one guy perked his head up, and this guy's older than my dad. He goes, well, ain't nothing new. You used to see the ones they have over in Vietnam. Interesting. Whoa. And I'm like, what? We're talking giants here. And he just goes, that's all I got to say. And he walked away. He wobbles away. Like he didn't. What's up, Latro? Latro's here. Hey, Latro. What's up, dude? There's one of them.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Yeah, we gotta have Latro on sometime too. He's been asked. I think he asked to come on one time. So
That'd be cool.
Meet him in one day.
Yeah, man. Whenever he wants to come on.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I don't want to copy other people because I know Moggs just throws his in the chat and just lets people come in.
Oh, Moggs would be mad at that. Moggs would probably click the link and come on up.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying I'm not comfortable because it's not my channel.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Gemma says do what you please, but I'm still like, it just takes one person.
Yep. Yeah, one person.
Now, if it was my channel, it would be different, but it just takes one person. And I've already gotten her in trouble a couple times.
Were we supposed to have a meeting or something along those lines?
Well, I think she wants to, but she got busy. So
okay.
That's her. Just bear with it. I'll let you know.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I think what we're trying to do is just trying to figure things out.
Okay. Cool.
I think if we just keep doing what we're doing now, I mean, she uses that. She really does need the help. But she also knows that you want to start your own channel too. So
not right away. I don't. Not right away. I mean, like I was telling somebody else too, that like I hate the sound of my voice. So editing, I don't want to.
I get off of here and I watch my replays and I go,
yeah, I don't want to sit there and listen to my own voice. I hate the sound of my own voice, man. I'm like, oh God, it sounds so terrible.
Most people do. That's actually pretty obvious.
Yeah.
100%. I know a lot of people that don't. But then again, there's a lot of people out there that love to listen to themselves talk.
I'm not one of those people.
I'm not either. I get humble after a while.
I can't stand it. I'm just like, okay, Ryan, you sound like crap. Turning you off. So,
hey, Latra, you coming to Ohio, huh?
Nothing's scheduled yet.
Summer. It is summer, dude. We're in July. I'm just picking on you, man.
Ohio, why you picking on Latro, man? Don't pick on Latro like that.
Nah, I'm picking on everybody. I mean, I told you I'm in a good mood. Your voice is fine.
Thanks, Latro. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
doesn't mean
I know I sound like. Oh, I know some people go, "What'd he say?"
Yeah, I don't like the sound of my own voice. I'm picky.
Most people don't. Most people don't. It's like I said, I go back and watch my replays while I, type in. You can always try to leave something in chat. I'm in the comments, and I listen to myself in the background. It's like, dude.
I just pause it so I don't have to hear my voice. I just pause it.
That's what I've been doing lately. But sometimes I watch because sometimes I miss stuff.
Oh,
and so if a yellow Dolan ever pops up, I know why.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, this person said that. A lot of times when we get yellow Dolans, I think it is usually something either in chat or me slipping.
But with what though? I haven't heard you slip on anything that was really important.
No, but it just seems to be the two things. See, I also know that when I talk about religion, there's a couple people out there that like this. Put in the the complaint box.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Make up an excuse just to complain. I know that was one of them.
That doesn't make any sense though, because there's channels that
make a big deal out of it.
Yeah, but there's channels out there that base their whole like cryptid thing on religion, and they're fine. Nobody bugs them, but you say something, and they're like, "Oh, complain."
I'm not worried about it. I really am not. I just try to figure out what's going on so I know where to correct the problem as I go. I mean, we haven't gotten one for a while, and every one that we have gotten, I was able to have it fixed with it by the end of the night.
There you go. So it's nothing too serious then.
Nah, it's usually something stupid in chat or a comment left behind.
Okay. All right.
A lot of times that's really what it is.
Yeah, but nobody in chat says anything bad either, though. You get a good crowd here, so
yeah, we do. I don't know.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, but you got to remember, there are probably we got 7 people watching right now.
Yeah,
and we got how many people in chat talking right now? We're not counting Gemma. 5 people at tops talking. Active in chat right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Latro, you're pretty much correct on that.
But you got people that hang out in the background.
Yeah.
And some of those people don't sign in. I have an app that I can actually see who's all watching.
Right.
I don't use it too often. Only when I get a bad vibe, I might use it. But it will tell me anonymous. Those are people who are not signed in, but it will have numbers.
Okay.
You always have the same number when you go in somewhere anonymous.
Yeah.
And then you'll have the people who are signed in, their name, but they're just watching, but they're not in chat. I'll see that. I usually know who's all in watching. I don't like doing that. Sometimes the only time I've ever done it was twice. And that was one night with Dixie when she was having problems one night. And then one night doing one of the first nights me and Gemma started streaming together. Some crap was going down. People getting smart. And those are like 2 times I use it. I don't like using it, but I will if I have to. I mean, I'm not doing anything. It's a legit chat, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, man.
But yeah, I don't like being nosy. That's not like me.
Yeah, but I mean, if somebody's causing trouble or chaos, though, I think you got to step it up a bit and enhance that security.
Well, and the thing is now, ever since Saturday, I know we're not going to get political, but ever since Saturday, have you noticed our tone has changed?
Yes.
The environmental tone has changed.
Yep.
And that bothers me. I figured that's what you were doing, Edna. We're just rambling anyways. I'm just listening.
We were just plotting against you, Edna. We were making up some conspicuous plans.
I got the killer crickets ready and the internet plague ready to go.
Excellent,
my friend. Excellent.
You got to twirl your mustache now.
I don't know. I don't know. Yours is a little longer than mine.
Yeah.
Every time I grow mine out, these kids come up and go, "Hi, Santa." I'm not that big. I've lost quite a bit of weight. Go away. The birds tell me everything. Yeah, they do.
That's impossible, Edna, because birds aren't real. I'm joking. Birds are real.
They're robots made by the CIA and the FBI. Have you seen the diagrams? Somebody actually created diagrams.
I have, and I just no, I can't even. I can't. Once they start talking about that, I'm just like, I'm going to back away slowly with my hands raised. Because I'll tell you what, some
of the stuff that people come up with. You saw where this guy tried to prove that the earth was flat and how the sun set. He took a candle. He had glass, looked like magnifying glasses. One was set up.
Right.
And then he had a candle on a string, on a wheelie thing. And then your camera. You had a candle on the string lit and then a camera. And it was looking through like a hole. And it was shown as the sun was supposed to be fading. It was like, dude, that's not how it works, dude.
Man, these people got to educate themselves and learn about science before you try to prove that science is incorrect.
It was funny. It was like, it was like, and I'm like, I wonder how many people fell for this.
Oh, I'm sure a lot of them. I'm sure a lot.
Come on, if you look at this directly, it's obvious that it's something being pulled away. It doesn't work that way because what he does would pull the candle light far enough back until it disappeared out of the side of the camera. That's how it works. The plane doesn't change. And I'm like, that means the sun would be setting into the ground.
Yep.
And that don't work for me.
It shouldn't work for anybody. That should not work for anyone, but somehow, miraculously, it does work for certain people. And
the way they try to prove it cracks me up every time.
Me too.
Everybody keeps telling them, get in a plane and sit up front, and they'll show you what happens when you go straight.
Yep. It's such a weird theory, though. Flat Earth is such an odd theory. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm sure there's some rationale behind it.
There's a rationale behind it because of some biblical stuff. And then across a lot of religions, actually, it's conceived as a flat, massive plane and the ice caps. But they say those ice caps are actually borders from other different planes.
But where in the Bible did it say anything about the earth being flat, though?
It doesn't. And Enoch, it talks like it's on a flat plane, but it's not. If you
Okay.
really read it and understand it, it's still
the Book
it's
of
just
Enoch.
the way it describes it.
Though. You got to be really careful with the Book of Enoch, though, because I mean, people are adding to the Bible, and they shouldn't be adding to the Bible because that's
Actually,
prophecy.
Enoch was part of the Bible. It just was left out.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know, man.
But I'm just saying that's it's just the way he explains it. It comes off as a flat Earth, but it's not. He pretty much tries to tell people it's not, but
I don't know. I don't know what's worse. The
you got
flat
to
Earth.
remember you're talking about people that looked at things totally different than us.
Yeah.
So they
I don't know.
describe things differently than we do now.
I don't know what's worse, man. The flat earthers or the guys that are like everything's a skinwalker. No, not everything's a skinwalker. Shut up.
Yeah, you see a lot of that too. A lot of it.
Yeah. Yep.
Though I have to admit that the flat earthers you don't hear from too much. Every so often they pop up, try to prove a point, and then they disappear. Then they get shamed, and then they disappear. And then another one will pop up later on down the road.
Yep.
You getting the storms now, Edna?
Oh
Yeah,
no.
see what they did was they went underneath us and went right for you guys. That's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
We were supposed to get storms all day. We've watched them roll by south of us.
No, we're not getting any
rain, just a little.
No storms here. It's supposed to be windy today, but it's like, yeah, it doesn't get super windy right here. So,
oh, the dust storms. I can imagine you probably hates dust storms.
oh, I cannot stand those, dude. Those are so appalling. But it's Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah, slow motion, right? Everything's a chupacabra.
The chupacabra. Hair crawlers. Are skinwalkers and hair crawlers the same?
No.
I was just going to say, you can answer that one because we've had
that. Yeah, no. Absolutely not. I think pale crawlers have more in common with the Wendigo than they do the skinwalkers, actually, because skinwalkers are very, very specific. Very specific. So they're not anywhere near the same thing at all.
No. I agree. And from the paracrawlers I've seen, I wouldn't call them skinwalkers or anything.
I'm curious, though, as to like why people call the pale crawlers the skinwalkers, because the Navajo never described them as these, pale white-skinned characters with black eyes. That's not how the Navajo ever depicted it.
No, they don't.
So
they always picture them as somebody in skins and stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
I know the pictures I've seen, they've always been men of skins, all done up in skins and of the beast they want to be. And
yes.
Yes, true. That's true, Blue. That is very true.
Valid point, Blue. Valid point. Yep. I could see that, but I mean, with all the travel that we've had over the centuries, it's like that theory should be gone.
Oh yeah, I think the Vikings done proved that, and everybody that sailed, actually anybody that crossed oceans would have been able to prove that right off the rip.
You would think, but Oh no, Slow-mo, you dated a couple of pale crawlers. Oh no.
Oh man, you poor guy.
Oh no.
Dead and gone. Yes, true.
You would think, but I mean, people just like to say science is BS and keep constantly arguing it, and it doesn't work that way, It's so odd.
Odd. Speaking of odd.
I'm
here. But yeah, folks. Anything else anybody want to ask? What we got? Oh, we got 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Give us something. Give Ryan something to ramble about before he leaves. Before we leave.
Rambling Ryan. Sounds like a garbage pail kid.
It does, doesn't it? I still have my stickers. I found them the other day. They're in my lockbox downstairs.
Do you have the Fry and Ryan one, though? The kid drew on as Godzilla? That's my favorite one.
Mine was, what was it? The actual pale kid, the trash kid. I can't even think his name. I actually had on a shirt.
Nice. I used to get in trouble with those things. When I was a kid, if I brought those to school, I got in so much trouble for that.
They didn't like that stuff. That's gross. That's gross. Yeah. That make you sick. That make you mental.
Yep. Okay, Edna wants me to explain the skinwalker. So, what a skinwalker is, it's called the Yinaradushi. It is, it's a shaman, actually, in the Navajo tribe. And this shaman goes on the dark path. Rather than following the blessing way, where it brings prosperity and peace to the tribe, the Yanagoshi will go the opposite to create chaos and turmoil and strife in the Navajo tribe. And what they do is they go through a ritual where they actually kill a family member, and they kill them in a very brutal way. And from there, they can take the pelt of an animal, a coyote, a bear, a wolf, and they can actually take the spirit of that animal and become the animal. So it's a very scary thing to have to put up.
And that's when the sacred mountains come into play, right?
Yeah. Yep. And a lot of people ignore that, and that's kind of irking me a little bit.
That's why I keep bringing it up, because you don't bring it up enough. And I've always thought that to be a major thing about the mountains.
No, I brought it up thousands of times.
From.
I've brought it up thousands of times. I've written like 20 articles on it, right?
Okay,
and they want to ignore the 4 sacred mountains. If they're not near those 4 sacred mountains, then it's not a Yanagoshi. It's not a skinwalker. It's a mimic or something like that, but it's not a skinwalker. So
now everybody's gonna go, what's a mimic? Well, a mimic is a whole different thing. That's a whole different piece itself.
We can do a show just on mimics. So
I've dealt with them too.
Yep. Edna, a Wendigo, it's a spirit. The Wendigo is a spirit that will possess a man or a woman after they've broken certain cultural taboos. The most popular one is cannibalism, but greed can be another one, anger can be another one, or you can get cursed by a shaman from the Algonquin or Cree tribe, and you can get possessed by a Wendigo that way.
Yeah, I was even told it could be even one of the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, the Wendigo
usually all that lore is from Canada too.
Yeah.
So you've got a pretty good mix of native and French, and British culture, and now you have a big population that was at that time that was coming in from India and some of the Eastern countries. So yeah, you're gonna have a mix of tales there.
The problem with that though is that caused cultural contamination.
Yes, it does too.
Because like people will compare Wendigo with a werewolf, and it's just they're not the same. You know, I mean, that's when the Europeans came to Canada. They started interweaving werewolf and Wendigo, and they confused the lines. They blurred the lines so people think they're one and the same when they're really not even close. They're not really close at all. The only thing a Wendigo and a werewolf has in common is you become a monster essentially, and that's it. That's where the similarities lie. That's the bottom line.
Right. Yeah, because everything I've ever had, I mean, of course, like movies like The Antlers is going to dramatize it.
Yeah.
But if you're going to think of it as a demonic possession or some side, because that's kind of what it is.
Yeah, I mean, you're not far off.
Evil spirit possessing you for something you've done.
All right.
Or partaken in. So did they bring that form out in your movies and make it more to that study? Because that movie's creepy too.
You know what I would love to see though is a Wendigo movie with a completely indigenous cast. No white dudes, just completely indigenous people.
Didn't they make one like that?
No, not yet. No, and they need to do that because I mean that would be such a good story, especially if the writers and the producer and the director
make it back from when it all started.
Well, that's the problem though, is like nobody knows when the Wendigo actually began.
You could do that with the skinwalkers too. Go back to the native tales and tell it only through their eyes using the native.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could tell the whole horror story, the origin, in a very scary sort of way, because skinwalkers at one time before the white dudes came over, skinwalkers were actually considered a good thing.
They used them to fight other tribes and stuff, right?
Yeah. And it's when, the white people, the settlers arrived, that's when the skinwalkers, the Yinaradushi said, no more of this bull crap. Yeah. They all were evil. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of our
Wendigo. The Wendigo has always been kind of, to me, this kind of sentinel kind of being that is possessed upon you when you've done something that's wrong.
I have 2 different categories of Wendigo. There's 2 categories of Wendigo in my mind. There's the Wendigo, which is the all-encompassing spirit that's always present during winter. And then you have a Wendigo. You have the individual Wendigo that gets possessed by this thing and in turn turns into a Wendigo. So you got 2 different kinds there.
That makes sense. That's a good way of looking at it. I never even thought about that.
Yeah, because I mean, they say the Wendigo is always present during the winter. You know, that you can hear its cries upon the winter wind, which harkens it's going to be a very miserable and bad and deadly winter. So then you got the people that get possessed by it. So I think there's two different.
Because that's when usually cannibalism becomes the hype up there in the Canada mountains. Is because food becomes so scarce, they literally do resort to eating the dead.
Yeah. Well, psychology plays a huge role in the Wendigo. It absolutely
yes,
does.
yes.
It absolutely does. There's no doubting that. So
I only know the Appalachian stories from the Cherokee.
Ooh, the Cherokee. Oh man, Cherokee got some great tales. I love the Cherokee tales, man.
Sounds like a banshee. Kind of does.
Kind of.
But in its own little way, it does.
Yeah, but there's also times where a banshee isn't necessarily evil. It's more like a mourning spirit where it's, it's sad because somebody died. The Wendigo doesn't care. Okay, the Wendigo doesn't give a crap about you.
It doesn't.
It's not like if you become a Wendigo and you get killed, the spirit Wendigo is going, "Oh, you poor guy." It's going, "Oh, well, you were stupid."
Oh, the sounds of but see, that's the thing in slow motion. You're right there too.
Yeah, you're correct there.
But they both give warnings. I was always told that a Wendigo, before he possesses you, you'll hear noises, you'll hear the sounds.
Well, the people that become possessed will actually have nightmares.
Yeah, that too. And that's kind of the same thing with Banshee. Yeah. Once you hear the scream, it's pretty much whatever happens after that.
Right. Well, I mean, like in the case of Swift Runner, he was having nightmares of the Wendigo for weeks and weeks before he killed his family.
That's true. That's true.
So it was there. I mean, whether it was Wendigo or not, which I kind of think it was, but it obviously had a psychological impact on him because this man just up and killed his entire family and then cannibalized them.
Yeah, she's not slow. She's not evil. Yeah, I understand that. She's a harbinger. It's kind of like a reaper.
Yeah. Sort of, yeah. Yeah.
So, there's a difference. I'm just talking about the way they call out.
Yeah.
Because some things do call out before they come.
Yeah. So, they do. Yeah, I mean, the Cree even have Wendigo training. When they're young, they go through Wendigo training so that, like, what they do is if they're ever out in the woods and they hear somebody calling their name, they were trained to actually stop, drop to the ground, and not move, not respond. Wow. So, obviously the Cree really had a very, very strong belief in the Wendigo.
Yes.
If they were training,
you can take time to teach your kids and put them through training. Yeah.
Yeah, they were teaching the braves and the hunters how to not move. If they were out in the woods and they heard somebody call their name, they taught them to stand perfectly still and not say anything in response to that. So, again, there's something right there.
Like me who chase things that call his name. Mm-hmm. Like, what do you want? I want to know who you are.
That is correct, Edna. You never, ever, ever answer anything calling your name in the woods. Ever.
Take it from people that know.
Yep. What do you think when I heard my name?
I could have told a lot scarier too. That story could have been a lot scarier too, because I tell stuff and I don't think about as I'm just telling it off the top of my head like I'm supposed to. Mm-hmm. But then then after I'd leave and get done for the night, I'm like, I could have told them about this incident that happened too, and this, and it's like,
Yep. Yeah, Edna, me too. Stop, turn around, go back where you came from.
Yep. It's like when you hear them whistle. Don't whistle. Don't you ever
don't whistle at night. Don't whistle at night. It's not a good thing.
Nope. And see, and Edna talks about, when they came in for that, you were to close the drapes. Everything was to be locked up tight. You don't look outside the window.
Yep.
We were down in Chillicothe, even in the neighborhood. And it was growing back then because they kind of lived on the outskirts of town. Mm-hmm. It's the same way. And they always said it was from them growing up in the mountains. Once you come in for the night, you're in.
Slow-mo, I'm going to find a place where you're in the woods and I'm going to call your name. I'm going to be like, slow motion. Slow motion will be like, Ryan, shut up. No.
If you hear Cheetos, you know you're in the right direction.
You're a crunch.
You don't go outside at night alone, ever. That's my problem. I do it all the time.
I do too.
Especially when I'm down at the cabin. I had no problem walking around the woods at night. Not a problem.
We're just asking for trouble, aren't we?
How do you expect to experience anything if you don't go out and at least wander? I mean,
Exactly.
I always say your best look into experiencing something is not to expect anything.
Right. Exactly.
So a lot of these people go looking and wonder why they don't find anything.
Yeah.
Stop trying to look.
Well, when you expect
the most scary stuff happens when you're not paying attention.
Right. When you expect it, you get disappointed too, because you have this certain scenario in your head, and if it doesn't happen, you're like, "Oh, it's not real." That's not the way it works.
Excitement throws you all out of whack, and or it blows your mind because it turns out to be scarier than you imagined.
Mm-hmm.
Too many mosquitoes. Yeah, them. But not too bad this year. Up here so far.
I haven't run into any yet. There's no mosquitoes here yet. Yet being the key word.
Yeah.
The key word.
Now, usually they're here. They're pretty bad this time, but I also treat the yard.
There you go.
All natural stuff.
Sweet.
Because the animals that we get. But man, we have a neighbor that doesn't do very good on property care, and they get real bad. And Dad would come in eating up, and he goes, "How come you never get bit?" And I go, "Because they all fly away like this."
What's up, Ron?
Hey, Ron, how you doing, sir?
You're a little late, good sir.
Yep, we're getting ready to get out of here. They don't like me, man. They always fly around looking like they're drunk because of the stupid twits.
I got a mental image of that now. It's a drunk mosquito just flying like in really weird ways and just passes out.
We were standing, me and the ex. We were at that Pink Floyd. We were at the Pink Floyd concert at the OSU Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And it was about this time of year. It was hot.
I bet.
And some lady was complaining about mosquitoes, and I looked at her and go, "You don't have to worry. They don't bite me." And she goes, "Why?" And I go, "Because they all fly around like this." And my wife goes, "Yeah, he's got Tourette's."
Oh, man.
She's like, "That's mean. You shouldn't talk like that about yourself."
That's funny, though. I mean, when you can crack jokes about yourself, that's a good sign.
Yeah. What do? I've been like this ever since I can remember.
Right.
So, can't laugh at yourself and what's going on around you. There's no use even bothering.
That's true. That's a valid point. Yes.
You know, what's life without a laugh?
True.
Mosquitoes should be in Michigan bird. Be the Michigan bird. Oh man, I heard. Oh man, have you seen that video where they drop them? They were having this big, huge barbecue out in the street party or something. I think it was down south. And this helicopter comes flying over, and all of a sudden, all this black cloud comes out. And they thought maybe they were spraying for bugs. It turned out they were releasing mosquitoes.
That's weird. Why would they do that?
Yeah. If I can find the video, I'll send it to you. It's messed up.
Please do.
Well, they've been messing with them to cut down on all the little plagues they carry. So they've been genetically messing with them. Somebody actually has a picture of a mosquito that has B14 on it.
Really?
Yeah. It looked like it'd been tagged. And you're talking about a bug that's like,
yeah, a little tiny thing, like itty bitty. Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was fake at first, and I did some research. It's not fake.
Yeah, definitely send me that video. I want to see that.
Yeah. Oh, and it's not hard to find either.
Okay, yeah.
If you type it in, you're liable to see a whole bunch of them, because this one video, this lady's down in Florida, she's standing by the dock, and she goes, "You're gonna freak out when you see this." And she pans over, and it looks like tornadoes coming up out of the Everglades, and they were literally columns of mosquitoes, so thick you couldn't even see through them.
Wow, that's a lot.
And it's like, holy crap.
No, thank you, sir. Nope.
Well, folks, you ready? You ready to go?
I'm ready when you are.
And
yep.
Good evening, because it's early there.
Yes, sir.
I get to get ready to go get busy again.
All right. Well, everybody have a great night. I will see you next time.
Have a good night, Ryan, and I will say our farewells.
All right. Take it easy, brother.
You're welcome. Thanks for hanging. See you Thursday.
My pleasure.
You don't have to stick around. You can leave, man. Get out of here. Just a recall of what's going on. Tomorrow night, I'll be here at midnight. Thursday night, me and Ryan will be back here again at 8. I'm going to have Chris, the paranormal guy, on. He's been on before with me and Gemma. He's going to have some UFO pictures and stuff, I think, at this time. And then Friday, Gemma for oracles. I'll be in the background taking names. 7:15. She's been starting early, folks, so you never know. It doesn't hurt to get here about 7, to be honest. I think last week she started like almost a couple minutes before 7. Because if she can get on early, she will. Until we run out of names, just please have your name on the list by 10. That's all we ask. Because she gets pretty tired by then. I'll be here Saturday night for Gemma's replays. And then it starts all over again. She will have a premiere video on Thursday, I believe, at 11. I'm not sure which one it is, but I'm sure she'll tell me soon enough. Or it'll be posted soon enough. Folks, have a wonderful night. I shall see whoever shows up tomorrow night at midnight. Please have a wonderful, wonderful night. A wonderful day tomorrow. And I will see you guys